Welcome back to the Code 1098 True Crime Podcast. Thanks for tuning in. This week's case takes us way down south to Louisiana. Welcome back. In the early morning hours of January 15, 2022, 19-year-old Madison Brooks was struck by a car and killed in East Baton Rouge Parish, Louisiana. She had been dropped off on the side of the road after being raped. Kason Carver, Everett Lee, Kavion Washington, and a 17-year-old unnamed male were all arrested by police in connection with the rape. Based on surveillance footage, on January 14th, Madison had arrived at Reggie's Bar around 10 p.m. The four suspects arrived shortly after her. She was seen hugging and dancing with the 17-year-old male. Additional video footage shows Madison struggling to stand up and falling over. It shows Madison grabbing the 17-year-old's hand to stand up and steady herself. All four men and Madison are seen leaving the bar together and going in the direction of the vehicle the men arrived in. Prior to the rape, the men made a video of Madison in the vehicle showing how intoxicated she was while they were laughing at her. According to statements given to police, Kason Carver said he was driving the vehicle and Everett Lee was sitting in the front passenger seat. Kavion Washington and the 17-year-old male were in the back seat with Madison. Carver told police that Madison said she didn't know where her friends were and wanted a ride home. Carver also stated that Madison was not coherent enough to tell them her address and even fell over. He claims he then pulled over on the side of the street and parked. Carver states the 17-year-old male asked Madison several times if she wanted to have sex with him, and Madison gave consent. Carver told police him and Everett Lee stayed seated in the front while Kavion Washington and the 17-year-old male took turns having sex with Madison. When police asked Carver if he thought Madison was too impaired to consent to sex, he replied, "I guess." Kason Carver and Everett Lee have been charged with being a party to the rape. Kavion Washington has been charged with third-degree rape, but prosecutors have said they intend to upgrade the charge to first-degree rape and are expected to impanel a grand jury. Carver was given a $50,000 bond, and Lee was given a $75,000 bond, which they both posted the same day they were arrested. Washington was ordered a $150,000 bond, and his bond was posted 3 days later. The driver who hit Madison was cleared of wrongdoing and will not be charged. Thank you for listening to Code 1098. Head over to my Patreon page to join the discussion about this case and others. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you for listening.